Hi, what's up everybody? This is gonna be the first episode of the New Orleans Saints fantasy draft. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, just like fantasy draft series. So I'm gonna just get right into it. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna be doing a fantasy draft, which is like if the NFL restarted and every team had no players and then you just redraft your team like you pick who you want, then you just play with them. I'm gonna probably do a couple seasons as them and do a couple uploads of them a week, and I'm still gonna post my edits and stuff, but yeah, maybe not quite as much but let's just get started. I'm gonna go and pause the draft, so I hope I get a pick okay. Pick 24. There's usually lots of options here, but no good quarterbacks. Let's just start with quarterbacks. Okay. Deshaun Watson is here. I might take him. Not yet, though. I don't know. Justin Fields is a maybe. He's really good in Madden. Dalvin Cook is here. Derrick Henry, I like him, but he's honestly getting up there in age. 20. Okay. No, he's not. I shouldn't have said that, but for Madden, he's going to start to regress in like 3 or 4 years, and receivers don't regress. I could go Tyreek Hill here. Even though he's 27, receivers don't regress for a long time. DeAndre is too old. He's like 29. I think he's 30, 31 maybe. Oh, he's only 28, but I think the pick here is going to be Tyreek Hill. Let's just see who else is here. Let's see if TJ Watt is here. I might go that direction. I think I'm gonna go with any good corners. Now I'm gonna go with Tyreek Hill because in Madden, even if you don't have a good quarterback, if you have a good receiver, then your team's gonna be good. He looks nice in a Saints uniform, which it's good if like a player looks cool in the uniform. I don't know why, it's just better that way. Sorry if that sounded weird, I was just taking a drink. Now might be where I take a quarterback, or I could go in the direction of just waiting till like the late rounds, getting someone like say Tyrod Taylor, Heineke, Daniel Jones, anybody like this for the first year, and then just, even if I don't have a great quarterback, I think I can make the playoffs if I'm playing the games, and then in the draft I can draft somebody. Just so you know, I'm not going to be using the realistic draft class since this is like a fantasy draft and it's a fantasy world. Lots of times I use the real class, but since this isn't the real teams, then I figured why not just go with a fantasy class is what I'm going to be doing here. Lots of ways I could go with this pick. Jonathan Allen is probably what I'm leaning towards right now. Jonathan Allen, I think, is going to be the pick here. Oh, or Micah Parsons. If he's here next round, I'm going to pick him up, but Jonathan Taylor, welcome to New Orleans. I hate it when it says that we reach for players. Like, I do not think that we reached for Jonathan Allen at all, whatsoever. I think, if anything, we got lucky that we were able to get him that late. I think here we go someone in the secondary. Either Denzel or Jamal Adams. No, I think here we're going to go with Denzel Ward because he's great. He brings a lot to the table, so I just drafted him. Anytime you hear that like weird swallow sound, that's just me drinking some tea, so don't bother about that if it sounds kind of weird. I think next I go, Jonathan Taylor's here. That would be huge for us. Or Leonard Fournette. I'm not going to take a running back yet. Running backs stay for a while. I think we're going to go defense first. because it's harder to be good on defense than offense. So I think I'm gonna go with a defense first approach rather than an offensive approach, because that works. It's good in lots of different ways. I think Rashawn Gary's like 22, 23. Yeah, 23. He might be the pick here. I'm not 100% yet. I'm gonna look at O-line, because even though O-line doesn't do a whole lot, I feel like it does. Well, I always think it does. Like, I always like to get this one guard named Elgton Jenkins, if he's here. I always try to get him, but I don't know why. I feel like it would be dumb, though, but I always do, so why not just always keep him on my team? I know Rashawn Gary's probably going to be gone. That lots of people in the comments are going to say, why did you pick him there? But I think it was a good pick for the team. I think it's in the best interest of whatever quarterback we end up drafting. I think we go Carson Wentz here. No, I'm all in for Jalen Hurts. I'm going to give it one more round and then let's see. I think now we go with someone in the secondary. How old is Amos? 28? Seriously? I think Antoine Winfield is probably still going to be here. 23 and an 84 overall. Is Rashawn Gary still here? No chance. If he's still here. I know he's not. Devin White could be the pick. Devin White or Antoine Winfield, two members of the Bucks. I'm gonna go Devin White because middle linebacker is a position that you need, that I like to use their middle linebackers a lot rather than a safety, because middle linebacker you can pass rush, do whatever you want, and a safety you can kind of really only cover. So I think I'm gonna go with, if he's still here, Jalen Hurts. Oh, should have taken him there. I think now now's the time I take Kirk Cousins. But is that in our best future? I think Carson Wentz is, who's older actually, or who has a better development? Okay, Kirk Cousins is, why did I even think that? I knew Kirk Cousins was older, but like, this is such a tough and Carson Wentz is a scrambler quarter. Well, why does it say that? Well, what's his speed? If it's a good speed, I'm at 80 speed, I'm taking him 100%. Because I like to have a quarterback that I can move around with. Like, that I can scramble with when I have to. Not even when I have to, just when I want. Because usually with the quarterback, I like to scramble 8 to 10 times a game. Because lots of times, even when I'm under pressure, when I'm not, I just like that option, if I want to, that I can take off. Adrian Amos is still here, but so is Antoine Winfield. No matter how much I like Antoine Winfield, he's one of my favorite players. I think we gotta go to 90 overall. He's gonna probably regress in 2 or 3 years, but I'm only gonna be doing this for 2 or 3 years. No, probably like 3 or 4 actually, but it was a good pick. He's not face scanned, but he's one of the best safeties in the NFL. Great rating, so yeah, once I get to about round 20, every single pick is going to be much faster and quicker, because with PlayStation, me recording it on here, I can only record for up to 60 minutes, so yeah, so it can't be over that. I might just have to have a part 2, but I don't know. If I do get cut short, like in the middle of a sentence, I'm sorry. Then you'll know there'll be a part 2 coming up the next day. I kind of want another pass rusher, but oh, they finally put the junior at the end of Jerry Hughes' name. I don't know here. I think Shaq Thompson would be a good pick. Or how old is he? I think that's a little bit too old now that I'm thinking about it. I think here we look at running back options, because I think Leonard Fournette's the pick. I don't know why. I've just always liked Leonard Fournette or Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is so much younger, but even though I like Josh Jacobs, and I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for taking Leonard Fournette here, I just honestly think he's the better player. And I know I'll never get sponsored by them, but if you ever want to, Arizona Tea, sponsor me. The best flavor is their raspberry iced tea. So if you ever want to sponsor me, I'm right here, and I will jump on that in a heartbeat. You don't even have to pay me. I mean, I'm already sponsoring you right now without even getting paid, so yeah. Is Creed Humphrey here? If Creed Humphrey's here, I'm gonna take him. 80 overall is a rookie. I got to. He's a Rookie of the Year candidate. I'm not even gonna lie. I know I didn't look at any of the other options here that I could have taken at this pick, which I should have. There's probably better options than a center here, so probably should have looked at some people on defense, but I didn't, so I think I'm gonna go for outside linebacker, which is gonna be probably Shaq Thompson. Even though I really like JPP, he's too old for this. Wait, who was that? Oh, Jordan Brooks. I think I took Jordan Brooks here. He's 23, but no, even though he's super young, I have to go. He's only 4 years older, but I'm gonna go with him. I am gonna draft a lot younger. Once I get towards like the later rounds, all my backups are gonna be in the early to mid 20s, because when I let some of my starters run free, like I bet in a couple years I'm probably gonna let Amos run free, maybe Thompson run free. I know how I'm doing this. I'm not Carson Wentz unless we win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna have him for 1 year. I could win the Super Bowl with him because you know I'm a legend at playing this game, but unless he puts, I keep saying this, but like it's me who's actually playing, so unless I put up good stats with him, even if I do, it would just be more fun to draft a new quarterback, because especially, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do no matter what, but if I don't, then that's that. Who's Bryce Huff? Never heard of him. Okay, I need to think of a pick here. I could go Tyler Lockett. He's kind of old, but I think Tyler Lockett's the pick. 28, 89 overall to help out Carson. No, I don't think I do. I honestly don't think I do. I think I go with... I could go with an O-lineman. I feel like that's probably the move. Oh, what's his name here? No, I think I'm just gonna go with DJ Humphries of the Cardinals. He's like 27, 78. Nothing impressive. I like to take O-lineman pretty early, as you can see, even though there's other positions I need. Unless I see a standout player there, I will usually fall back on an O-lineman at the beginning of the draft, so yeah. I think now I go with an edge rusher no matter what. As of now, I'm looking at Jonathan Greenard. I think Greenard. Who's younger? Dietrich Wise is 27. I think Greenard is like 25. Let's see how old he is. 24, yeah, I'm gonna go with him. He's having a phenomenal season. Even though if I was Madden, I would give him a 79 overall, because if we're just talking this season, I would give him like an 88, 89, but we can't, like, that's how I feel. Jamar Chase, if it's just this season, which this is his rookie year, but you can't do that because you don't know how he'll be from moving forward. That's why veterans, like Casey Hayward, he hasn't been performing great the last year or two, but his whole career he's been having great numbers. But on that note, Casey Hayward wouldn't be a bad veteran to add to the secondary. So I have Denzel and Casey Hayward as the two cornerbacks. I think that would be an amazing move to have. Like, really good. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. It's just gonna be like shut down, amazing secondary with Amos. It's just gonna be like the Legion of Boom 2.0. No, not that good. Not with Sherman, Chancellor, and Earl Thomas. What happened to that boy? Even in 2019 on the Ravens, he was a beast. Like, what happened? Let's see if he's in Madden. Free safety. Earl Thomas is not a... Oh, hold on, Richard. The two Legion of... Oh, that's so weird to see the two members that led the Legion of Boom being 76 and 77. And I do need a free safety. So... Caden Stern... No, I don't know, to be honest. I'm gonna go with another linebacker, just... I want to go with like a run stopper one. Probably, honestly, I feel like I'm gonna go with Keanu... No, or like a pass coverage, I think Keanu Neal is the pick. Even though he's older, 26, he's a great fit for this Saints team. He used to be a safety, he used to be a beast. The year the Falcons went to the Super Bowl, I think was his rookie year. He put up like 100 tackles, 4 or 5 picks, and yeah, let's hope he can bring that to the table again this year at linebacker. I'm going to probably put him at sub-linebacker because since he has good hands from being a safety, now it's time to pick up a receiver. And I think the receiver that I pick up is going to be a young player. Might not have the best overall, but I'll make sure he does. Oh, I could go with Bryan Edwards. That would be a really good pick here. To pair him with Tyreek. Or... I'm probably going to go with that pick, to be honest. Because I don't see anybody who I would rather have. Because he's real... Oh, Van Jefferson, actually. Even though Van Jefferson... No, who has a better dev trait? If Bryan Edwards has a better dev trait... Okay, he's 22, I'm just going to take him. Because I prefer Van Jefferson, but... when it comes down to age, if they're the same overall... then you just gotta go with not who you like more, but what's best for the team. Next up, I think I go with another... I think I get my right end. Who's gonna be... I think it could be Jerry Hughes. No, maybe. Yep, it's gonna be Jerry. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Now I think I'm going to be going with Jerry Hughes here. Because even though he's 33, he's best player available at a position that I need. So... hold on one more time. I'll be right back. Alright, so now I think it's going to be time to get a free safety, since I have a great secondary and I want to pair that with another good free safety. I could since I'm trying for the Legion of Boom 2.0, I could bring an original Legion of Boom member and Richard Sherman back, which I think that's what I'm going to do, so I can really call it Legion of Boom 2.0, with Richard Sherman and just other great players there. But I'm not going to do that yet since, well, I could go with a younger guy. I think Caden Stearns, honestly, even though he's 69 overall, he's 21 and a beast. And the reason I'm muting my mic, I was talking to my brother. He's insane at Madden. Well, I wouldn't say insane. He's pretty good at Madden. He's not better than me. Well, we're both about equal. He plays Madden. He just got a PS5. He doesn't do YouTube, but if you want, you can go add him, challenge him to a game. His username is all caps, DJB, and then 1030. So go ahead and add him up if you want to play a game of Madden against him. You'll probably beat him because he's horrible. No, I'm just playing. He's actually pretty good. But I don't know why that says D. That shouldn't be a D. I'm going to go with another middle linebacker so I can run a 3-4. I'm going to go with this Nick Bolton. That's who I was looking for. I didn't want to scroll down because I knew he was like 21. He's out of Missouri. Okay, but you guys are going to think I read that where it says college, but I was remembering that because I was like, was he the one from Zaven Collins? I don't remember what school Zaven Collins went to, but I'm like, which one went to Missouri? Nick Bolton or Zaven Collins went to, he's on the Cardinals, but I don't remember what college he went to. Okay, so I think I'm going to start speeding things up a little bit. I'm not going to talk about every pick quite as much. I'm going to go with the tight end. I'm probably just going to stick with my favorite tight end in the NFL, Max Williams. I don't know why he's my favorite. He's just one of my favorite tight ends. I wouldn't say my favorite. He's my favorite not well-known tight end. My favorite tight end is Mark Andrews, but I gotta go with Max Williams. I had him on my fantasy team last year, and that was when he had his good year, where he was like ranked number 8 in fantasy tight ends. But next, I'm going to probably go with the receiver 3, Tyreek and Bryan Edwards. That's good, but I feel like I could take Cole Beasley at number 2 and just have Tyreek, Beasley, and Edwards, but I think I'm going to go young and try to get, who do I go with? Quintez Cephus, honestly. I really like Quintez Cephus. And I had a Detroit Lions franchise, which I was a quarterback and I was trying to like revive them, and Quintez Cephus, I played 3 seasons and got him like 3,800 yards in 3 seasons, so he's a really good player. I really like him. So next I'm going to go with another corner because I have Denzel and Casey. You can never have too many good corners, but in this situation right here, I think I'm going to go with Jalen Mills. Really, I think he's a fast corner, I'm pretty sure. Okay, he's not a fast corner. I thought he was. I thought he was like a Dory Jackson speed. Not quite a Dory Jackson speed, but I thought he was fast. Just so you know, I'm most likely not going to get through the full draft, but I'm going to get through as much as I can, and then I'm not going to make it a part 2. I'm just going to finish the draft on my own time and then show you guys the rest of the team when I'm done. But just like, I'm going to go through the full team, and here I'm going to go with Cody Ford. I might make it through if I go at this pace, because Cody Ford's a great right guard, 24 from Oklahoma. He was there, I think, for Baker and, no, I think he was there for Kyler, for 1 year for Kyler. I think he was there for Kyler's last year. Okay, right tackle. No, I think here I'm going to go with... Well, why did I go in that direction? I'm going to go with another D tackle because just so I have that position filled, I'm going to go with Malik Collins. I think he's like 26. Okay, I think he's like 26. Well, I said that because I saw that. I was going to say I think he's like 24, but I have made a few dumb comments during this video today, so, and I'm really sorry about that. Next, I think I'm gonna go with a backup running back. I have Leonard Fournette, but I think my backup running back, I'm gonna go with a receiving back. And even though he's not like a really known receiving back, Boston Scott has good catching. I'm pretty sure he's a pretty good catching, a receiving back. He's a 70 catching, which isn't the best, but he's gonna be my third down back on this team. Fournette's gonna be my starting and power back, but yeah. And next pick, I'm gonna go get my backup quarterback, who, if Carson Wentz does bad, I can play in a starting role. Then I think I'm gonna go with RG3. Once again, like I already said, I like a scrambling quarterback, so if Wentz goes down or I need to replace him, I'll feel comfortable by replacing him with RG3. So yeah, I really would feel comfortable by replacing him with RG3 as long as I'm playing, because I know RG3 isn't the best in simulation mode, isn't the best in regular mode either, but when you play with him, the quarterback doesn't matter as much as people think. I was just waiting to see if he was here. Not Jermaine, Brandon Shell, I think it was. Yeah, I was looking for Brandon Shell, even though he's older. I don't know. Just my opinion, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Okay, next I'm gonna go with a backup safety, probably. No, I think I'm gonna go cornerback number 4. So that's how my corners look great. Now I'm gonna probably go with a young guy. I'm not like overly young, but like, okay, there's no good young corners, it looks like. Oh, Cravon LeBlanc, I think is how you say it. Cravon LeBlanc. That kind of sounds like a fancy name. Cravon LeBlanc. That could sound like a food at a fancy restaurant, like Cravon LeBlanc. Here, sir, here's your Cravon LeBlanc. I don't know if it's just me, but I think it does. I'm just gonna get running back 3 out of the way. What I do when I go for running back 3, someone really young who I feel like has potential, and who I usually do in this mounting is rookie Larry Roundtree. I really like Larry Roundtree. Usually I try to give him some reps. Usually at the end of games, I'll just put him at the starting role. If I'm up by a lot, I'll just bench Fournette and play him at the starting role to try to... My goal at the end of his rookie season, getting up from a 65 to a 68. That's what I look for every year from my third string running back. I always will, just to get him up 3 to 4 overalls. For if Fournette has to go, he can step in and be a number 2 running back role. Next, I'm going to go Blake Jarwin. I know I am speeding things up. I'm not talking as much about every player, but I just want to try to get this done, you know. So, yeah. Next pick, I think I go with a backup, someone on defense. Probably backup to Adrian Amos. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't expect him getting hurt. He has really high injury, which means he doesn't get hurt very often, but I'm also going to go with a young person in Geno Stone. This is his second year, actually, and he's 22 in his second year. He must have been a 21-year-old rookie. It's going to be weird to hear Madden 23, even though that's only going to be in like 8 months. Every time I'm like, oh, I'm hyped for Madden 27. Bro, when that happens, that's going to be 5 years from now. Well, yeah, that's going to be so weird. I hope they never stop making Madden. Like, if they don't, I'm going to be in my 40s, get home from work, and play some Madden. Sometimes, not every day. I'm going to be in my 40s, get home from work, and just hop on Madden and play some Madden. Because, like, obviously when I'm an adult, I won't be playing Madden, like, every day, because I'll be an adult and stuff, but, like... Next, I'm gonna go with an outside linebacker. Most likely, I think I'm gonna go with Barkevius. He's really old, but in my first ever Madden, which was Madden 16, I drafted him, and I was young then, but like I played a full franchise, and he was like my star player. I usered him all the time, and I had like a 20 sack season with him, and I kind of have a little soft spot for him, you know? Like I always try to take him anytime he's there when I need a backup at his position, outside backer. Wide receiver, I'm gonna go with Ray. Do you know what Madden needs to do? Okay, so hear me out. For the O-line, make a thing called tackle, guard, and center. Not just left tackle, right tackle. Because instead of, say I wanted, for example, Taron Armstead the left tackle and Ronnie Stanley. I could take both of them, and instead of having to move them, then they're just both tackle, and the top two start. And like edge rusher, like it's just left end, right end, and the right outside linebackers and left outside linebackers who line up on the edge. And then receivers, tight ends, all that stuff stays the same. I think that's how they should do it, just like they do in the NFL draft. I think that's cool. That's just my opinion. I know that Madden will probably never do that, but because the NFL is never going to change to that either. So Madden isn't going to... I know I'm scrolling down really far, but there's this one, Rontez Miles. I always take him because he looks like E.T. No offense, I know you're never going to see this Rontez, but he looks like E.T. Doesn't he? Like, I don't want it to sound rude, but he truthfully looks like E.T. the alien. That does actually sound really offensive. I'm sorry. You're not going to see it, but I don't know why I'm apologizing, but I just... You know what I mean. Jelly bean, ha ha ha. Next I'm going to go with the center and Creed Humphrey. And I know this is my first video with my voice in it. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope my voice doesn't annoy you guys so you don't watch any more of this series. And I'm still going to be posting edits. I'm going to actually be making an edit after this video. I'm going to be making an Ezekiel Elliott edit. I don't know what song. If anybody has any song suggestions, you can put them in the comment. I might use it, I might not. I truthfully don't know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with here. I'm looking for one guy in particular as well, who's a low overall, but Sam Ehlinger. Sorry, I'm just finishing this real fast. Alright, I did that. My fault. My fault that took time out of the video. So, now, it's time for another left outside backer. I'm gonna go with, remember when Jabal Sheard was good? Kevin Pierre-Louis. That would be weird having two last names, like Kevin Pierre-Louis. That's also a fancy name. Like Louis the 16th. Like from the French Revolution. Yeah, I know my history. Next up, I'm gonna get a left tackle to back up DJ Humphries. I'm gonna go with Cameron Fleming. He's young, I think. Okay, I thought for sure he was young, but I guess he's 28. Okay, I was off by like anywhere from, my definition of young in Madden terms is 24 or under. No, 25 or under. 26 to 28 is mid. No, 26 to 28 is mid. 29 to 33, I'd say, is pretty old, but anything over that is stay away zone, honestly. Or if you do have them, don't re-sign them zone. You know what I mean? Did I draft Bobby Evans? I think I did. If any of you real ones know Bob Evans, I used to love that restaurant. And their frozen mashed potatoes, the only frozen mashed potatoes that aren't bad. Like no, not frozen, but the ones you can just stick in the microwave. Those are the only ones that are like that aren't bad. all the other ones are not it, but if you get the Bob Evans ones, next time you go to the store and you don't feel like it, just get the Bob Evans ones, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So, I don't know. Hi. Hi, honey girl. I'm sorry, my dog just came into my room. Honey, come here. I hope this doesn't disrupt the video. It probably won't, but sorry if you don't like me talking to my dog. Honey, come here, good girl. Come here. Yeah. Oh, no, do you know what I'm going to do instead of an Ezekiel Elliott edit? Since now you guys know who she is, I'm going to make an edit of her to a song. I'm going to make an edit of her. Okay, I'm going to let you out after this pic since you don't want to be in here. Honey, come here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be right back. It'll be no more than like a minute. I'm honestly so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to have my dog disturb the video or anything. I hope you didn't click off the video because of that. If you did, I'm really sorry, but next I'm gonna go with the tight end, who will be my tight end 3. I'm gonna go with another really young guy who's not gonna get anything with Trey McKitty, I guess, because I don't know, just Trey. Why is there the apostrophe at the end of Trey? Doesn't make sense. Okay, now all I really need is defense and one more receiver. Now I'm gonna go with my 3rd middle linebacker. I'm gonna go with Will Compton. I like Will Compton. He did not go to Nebraska. I'm not even gonna lie. I do not think he went to Nebraska. I'm pretty sure he didn't go to Nebraska. I think he went to Air Force. If any of you guys want to fact check me in the comments, he probably did not go to Nebraska since it says that in Madden. I don't think he did. But if any of you guys want to just fact check, you can type it in the comments if I was right, or if he went to Nebraska or Air Force if you want. I'm gonna get Jadon Mickens because he's a great return man. Such a good player to have as a return man. I think I'm gonna record my first game of this franchise as well tonight. It's just gonna be the game, so I'm not gonna be posting it tonight. This video is most likely gonna get posted tonight, Friday, December, I think 17th or 18th, I'm not sure, but I don't know what it is actually, because I don't have my phone on me. It's Friday, December something. It's most likely gonna get posted on a Friday. I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna be posted on a Friday or Saturday, but my plan is to have it get posted on Friday. And then my next part will be posted the day after, which will be the first game played of the New Orleans Saints franchise. So I only have 7 more picks, so I'm going to make them count. Lots of these picks I'm not talking about quite as much anymore, because it's just to the point that they're just picks. Most of you guys haven't heard of any of the players I'm picking at this point, but I'm kind of just picking players that I've taken in previous drafts that I like and I know are good to use. So that's pretty much what I'm doing at this point. If there's, yeah, that's pretty much at this point. Now I'm gonna probably go with, I only have a couple more positions that I actually need more players at. I'm gonna go. I need one more corner. I have Nate Hairston. I think I could go with. I think I'm gonna go with Ross Cockrell. Ross Cockrell. It's hard to say roll. Cockrell. I don't know why. It just sounds weird to say the roll at the end. I don't know why. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get a left end, and then I think I'm done except for kicker, punter, and fullback. But what happened to Ryan Kerrigan? I think I'm gonna go with Dejan Senat, like Kai Senat. But it's spelled different. Kai Senat's with a C. Okay, so I'm gonna just get my kicker. Please, Justin Tucker, be here. Nope. Harrison Butker. So he's a power kicker, which I always like to have. A kicker with power, because lots of times, I'm gonna be honest, I get stopped lots of times on drives at like the 45, 40, and I like to have a kicker that can kick from that distance. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not one of the people that go for it very often. Like if it's like a 4th and 2, I don't go for it very often. Because, I don't know, I'm gonna go with a younger punter. I think I'm gonna go with that one, rookie punter, Presley Harvin. Even though he's only a 71 overall, he's only 22, and he's good. Even though age for punters don't matter whatsoever, I just figured why not kind of keep the trend for the most part and have a pretty young player. So I'm going to have 2 more picks. So I'm going to have 53 and 54 to get someone. I'm going to go Patrick Ricard, even though Juszczyk is by far the best fullback in the NFL. Patrick Ricard is more of just like a blocking back, when Juszczyk is used to like catch passes more so, and I prefer like a fullback, if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean, you know. Yeah. So the quarterback, I'm gonna get Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson. I feel so bad for that guy with the name Josh Johnson. You know what would be the worst name ever? John Johnson. No, there's someone in one of my classes with the worst name, but I'm not gonna call out their name on this because they're most likely never gonna be seeing this, but still I don't want to call them out like that. So I think I'm just gonna get a halfback to end the video. Oh, I'm gonna go Brandon Bolden with the great year he's having. So I think that's gonna end today's video, but I'm gonna be recording the next episode later tonight. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you next time on the next video. Goodbye.